The Lagos State government is calling for the support of building professionals as it embarks on what it calls aggressive enforcement against quackery in construction to eradicate building collapse in the state. General Manager of the Lagos State Materials Testing Laboratory, Olufunsho Elulade, made the appeal at its inaugural stakeholders conference in Lagos. The conference was themed Construction, Material Quality Control and Assurance in Lagos State. Mr. Elulade identified the use of substandard building materials and lack of adherence to quality assurance standards as the major causes of building collapse in the state. Meanwhile, the director of the Center for International and Advanced Studies, Professor Anthony Kila, who gave the keynote address at the event, calls on government to make realistic policies. Mr. Kila stressed the need for a template for all professionals to operate, while stressing the need to try to understand why people breach construction standards.
Good material. It is the duty of good people to call out bad people. If I make blocks and I use the good materials to make it, and I spend 8 naira to make my block, and somebody else spends 4 naira to make their blocks, and we both try to sell it at 10 naira, I haven't fulfilled a righteousness, which costs me more. You, because you're cutting corners and you're making more profit, then it's unfair. That is unfair practice. So we should all agree for what is right and then doing the right way.
It is true that we have substandard materials in the economy out there, blocks and all what have you. But the real essence of this stakeholder session is for you and I, the investors, to be aware of our responsibilities. Professionals, investors, everybody. Yes, you want to sell the substandard materials, but it's for me to come and buy it. I need to be aware. Such a stakeholder session will make you aware that there are substandard materials, that you can actually take your materials to a laboratory to be tested, to confirm the quality, the strength of such materials.
One of the agenda of Mr. Governor is zero tolerance to building collapse. And you wonder why buildings are collapsing in Lagos. It's just as a result of quackery, as a result of sharp practices, and aiding and abetting. All the material producing manufacturers, they always produce fake materials these days. They are all counterfeiters. And again, the contractors, subcontractors, contractors, constructing for developers, they always want to make profit, and they will not want to, test materials to know the quality of that material, and they want to build, a 5-10 story building in 1 month and get out of sight so that they can maximize their profit.